Do you want to get more YouTube subscribers? Of course you do. That's why you're watching this video. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, this is Leslie Samuel here from becomeablogger.com, where we're changing the world one blog at a time. And welcome to my YouTube channel, where I teach you how to grow your influence online so that you can have an impact on the world. I do this by posting videos each and every single weekday, so make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification button so that you can know whenever I post more awesome content. And now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's talk about subscribers. Subscribers are great. If you are subscribed to my channel, I love you. Why? Because these are the people, you are the people that have indicated by clicking that subscribe button that you want me to send you more content. You want to know whenever I have something fresh and something new. And that's exactly what you want for the people that watch your videos. Now, when it comes to getting subscribers, the main thing is gonna be your content. Is your content good enough and does it deliver enough value that people want to subscribe? And we're gonna get all into content in some of the later videos in this series on how to grow your YouTube channel. But for right now, I wanna talk about some structural things, some simple things that you could set up on your YouTube channel that can make a huge difference. Now, if you don't know, I grew a biology YouTube channel from 0 to 126,000 subscribers before I sold that business. And when I was at 94,000 subscribers, someone from YouTube reached out to me. They told me that because my channel was growing so quickly, they wanted to provide me even more help to make it grow even faster. So we got on a call, we discussed my goals, and he analyzed my channel, and then he provided me with a report on things that I could do to increase that subscription rate even faster. Now, this was a private conversation, but what I'm gonna do here, because I like you, you click subscribe, you're subscribed to this channel, you one of my peoples, I'm gonna give you the exact tips he gave me. Now, some of these things are gonna be very basic, but the basic things are gonna make a huge difference. And that takes us to our first tip. Let's hop over to the screen. Alrighty, we are looking at my YouTube channel right now, and the first thing I want to tell you is that the things that I'm talking about, I don't have all of them implemented. Remember, I am issuing myself a challenge to grow to 100,000 subscribers in a year, and I'm going to be showing you the things that I'm doing while I'm doing it, and that's exactly what you're getting today. The first thing I want to talk about is the first tip, which is the channel art at the top here. This channel art is very important because it's a representation of your brand, but it also helps to set expectations for the people that stumble onto your channel. So the first thing I want you to notice is that it has the name of my channel, Leslie Samuel. It also says that there's a new video every weekday. When it comes to your channel art, there are a few elements that you want to make sure that are in place. You want to make sure definitely that it has the name of your channel. You want to make sure that it has a visual representation of your channel. And in this case, I am the brand. So I have a picture of myself that looks kind of weird, but you can see that picture right here. The next thing is something that I'm actually missing. You want to set expectations about what your channel is about. So in my case, I could have something maybe over here that says, increase your influence, have an impact, or something along those lines, because then that lets you know what the channel is about, even by just looking at the channel art. The next thing, before we got into the screen, I told you that, you want to have a consistent upload schedule. And what you can do is reinforce that upload schedule right here on your channel art once again so that you can set the expectations. So that's why I have here new video every weekday. So those are some things that you want to make sure to have on your channel art. Of course, you can have variations of that, but basically, what you want to do is set the expectations. What is this channel? What is it about? And how often can I expect content? The next thing I want to talk about is the channel trailer. The channel trailer is a video that you have to hook people that are not subscribed. All right. If they're not subscribed to your channel, they will see a video here, and that should be your channel trailer. Now, this is something that I don't have created as yet. I will be creating that this week and then posting that as a channel trailer. But I want to show you how you can go about doing that. And actually, before I show it to you, let me tell you what you want to do in your channel trailer. You want to hook your unsubscribed viewer, and you want to hook them in the first few seconds. Remember, you only have a few seconds to make an impression. So hook them immediately with something that kind of captures their attention so that you can get them to do what you want them to do, which we'll talk about in a second. Now, you also want to highlight your best content. This is where you're giving them an idea of what they can expect if they are subscribed to your channel. Now, if you have a brand new channel, you probably don't have a lot of footage to choose from, but you can create something that's a good representation of what they can expect. So you want to highlight your best content. And lastly, you want to have your call to action. And the call to action in this case is to subscribe. Remember, we're trying to optimize for getting subscribers. So how do you add a channel trailer? You come over here to edit a layout. And when you do that, you can now come over here. This is for returning subscribers. You want to go to the tab that's for new visitors. And then you can come over here and click on this pencil icon. And you can change that trailer. And when you go to change it, it's going to ask you what you want to change it to. So you may have a video that you want to feature, whether it's unlisted or not. You can go ahead and select that video and click on save. Now, I'm not going to do that right now because I haven't created mine as yet. But as soon as I create it, I will share that with you. All right, let's talk about another thing that you can do. And to show you that, I'm going to actually click into this video. And I'm going to scroll over to the end. So I'm going to hit pause. Let's jump to the end. And let's come over here. All right. The next thing I want to talk about, the third tip, you want to use cards. And a card would be these things that you see here. So here, there's a specific video that it's recommending. Here, there's a way for you to subscribe. And over here, there's another video that it's recommending. These are called YouTube cards. Now, here's why this is so important. The average mobile viewing session. So the people that watch YouTube on their mobile device, the average viewing session is 40 minutes. And what we know is that has been increasing by 50% year over year. Now, in the past, they had annotations that, it pops up with a picture or with text and you can click on those. But those do not work on mobile devices. Cards do. And this is a great way to push people to more of your content and also to get them to subscribe. The easier you make it for them to subscribe, the more likely they're going to be to subscribe. Now let's talk about another feature. And to show you that feature, I'm going to come up here and I'm going to go to my settings. And when I'm in my settings, I'm going to come to view additional features. And here is where I'm going to come to branding. This is where you can set a branding watermark. This is a simple image that you can have displayed at the bottom right of your video, and that increases engagement and increases subscription. Now, I already have a branding watermark created. You can see it just says LS for Leslie Samuel, and I want to show you what that does. We're going to go ahead once again and watch this video. And then after a few seconds, look at what's going to happen. LS shows up at the bottom right. Now, the beauty of that is if I hover over it, look at that. There's another way for people to subscribe. Once again, anything you can do to make it easier for people to subscribe will actually increase the likelihood that they actually subscribe to your channel. So make sure to set a branding watermark. That can be a simple image that you create, and when you select that, it's going to show up at the bottom right, and people can subscribe easily by clicking right there. That is tip number 4. Now, let us go to the last tip, and for that, I'm going to go back to my channel. One of the things we know is that 90% of the best performing videos on YouTube have custom thumbnails. Now, if you scroll down here, you will see that I make use of custom thumbnails. I don't just let YouTube decide, hey, this is the random funny looking thumbnail that we're going to use. No, I create custom thumbnails and I use those on all of my videos. If 90% of the best performing stuff all use custom thumbnails, then you best believe that I want to be all over that. And you do too. So the last tip is create custom thumbnails, because that's going to increase the likelihood that people are going to actually click on your video. And if more people click on your video, more people will subscribe to your channel. So I want to give you a few tips on this. You want to make sure that they are clear and high resolution. Don't just use a crappy image. For my thumbnails, since I use 1080p videos, I make mine to the dimension of 1920 by 1080. If you're doing 4K, of course, you can make it bigger than that. But I find 1920 by 1080 is just right for me. You want to make sure they are bright, they have a lot of contrast, they're well framed and visually compelling. You want to make sure that it kind of has a little bit of branding. You can see on all of my thumbnails, or most of my thumbnails, there's a picture of me. There are a few words on the screen, except for this example here where, this is a Snapchat tutorial that I did, and I matched the colors of Snapchat. But the key thing is you want to make sure that it's clear on small screen, so use big letters and so on. In these examples, some of this is not that clear, so I didn't do a fantastic job over here. But if you look at some of these other ones, 100,000 subscribers, daily videos, 5 questions to ask, especially this one, stand out. Those are going to be visible even on small mobile devices. Another tip is you want to visually reinforce the title. So this title is how to stand out on YouTube. Here I'm saying stand out. And here I'm saying 100,000 subscribers to reinforce the idea that I'm trying to get to 100,000 subscribers in 1 year. And the last tip I want to give you on this is you want to make sure what you have in your thumbnail is accurate. Have you ever searched for a video, saw a thumbnail and think it was one thing, and you click through and you find out that it's something completely different? That works against you. You want to deliver on the expectations that you set from the thumbnail to the title to the entire video. So that's it. Make sure the channel art does a good job, have an effective channel trailer, use cards, have that branding watermark, and use custom thumbnails. These are going to increase the chances that someone is going to watch your video, come to your YouTube channel, and actually click the subscribe button. So there you have it. Those were my 5 tips, but now I turn it over to you, because understanding those tips won't do anything unless you take action. So go ahead and take action on them. You don't have to do them all at once, but now you have a plan for what you want to work towards. If you missed the last video, go ahead and check it out. We're talking about how to stand out on YouTube. And in the next video in this series on how to grow your YouTube channel, we're going to actually talk about planning out your content. So go on and check it out. This is Leslie Samuel here. Thank you so much for checking out this video. If you liked this video, go ahead and click the like button. If you want more valuable content like this, go ahead and click the subscribe button. And of course, share it with 1 or 1,000,000 of your friends. That's it for me. I'll see you in the next video, where I continue to show you how to increase your influence online so that you can have an impact on the world. Until next time, take care and God bless.